Hey YouTube, this one is not going to be easy. So in 2 years' time, I'm getting married, but on that happy day, someone will be missing. My would-be father-in-law died last month, taking his own life after a lifelong battle of depression and mental illness. So this, my Project for Awesome 2013 video, goes out to Dr. Peter Jones and his favourite charity, Mind, the mental health charity. It became clear to me in the last month, talking to friends and family and work colleagues, that there's still a stigma and a deep misunderstanding about mental illness. People just don't seem to understand it and seem to think it's just sadness and it will go away, and if it doesn't go away and it does end up in suicide, it's just taking the easy option. That is simply not the case. So I've come up with a 4-part plan to help you understand and support someone, a friend, a family member, who is suffering from mental illness. Is be open-minded. Do not mentally separate the physical to the mental illness, thinking of one as real and the other one as just made up. They are both real and they both deeply affect people, and telling the person to just put their mind over matter, get over it, pull yourself together, that's not going to help. Equally, it's not going to help if you take over their entire life. So what should you do? Get smart. Mind.org.uk has a vast array of information about all sorts of mental illnesses and what you can do to help someone suffering with it. Go there, read it, learn it. This person is coming to you to help. Give them the help they deserve. Help them. Ask them how they are doing. If they don't want to talk about it, that's okay. They just know that you are there for them when the time is right to talk about them. You don't need to rule their life and run their life in the back seat. Rather, you can ask them what you can do to help, and so you can work out what you're doing together going forward. Maybe they want you to go to the doctors with them as moral support. That's something you can do. Also, remember this person is your close friend or family member. You owe it to them to keep that relationship going in a normal way. You should keep some normality in their life. They might need you for that more than anything else. Don't be a prick. You might have things going on in your life, and someone coming to you asking for help with mental illness is going to change your priorities, but that does not make them selfish for having the mental illness or asking for your help. And remember, it was difficult for them to ask, so you don't just throw it back in their face. If you follow them, you should be able to help people. There's lots of help out there for you, the carer. Mind.org.uk has a whole section of how to cope as a carer, and a carer is anyone from a professional carer to just a friend looking out for another friend. I've put a link down in the description below. But what happens if the depression hits close to home? What happens if it is you that is a bit broken? Well, there's always people to help. You've got friends around you, you've got family, there's online communities, there's helpline like the Mind Info helpline. There is doctors who can diagnose you and help you go through it. You are never going to have to suffer this alone. On top of all this direct support, Mind has continually fought for the equality for people suffering from mental illness. From the Equality Act of 2010 to the Parity of Esteem Act of 2012. Mental illness is a widespread problem. 1 in 4 people suffer from mental health problems in their lifetime, and this can affect everyone, from comedians such as Stephen Fry, to political aides such as Alistair Campbell, or even younger people such as the YouTuber Tom Scar-Ridgewell, even doctors. Finally, I'm going to leave you with a quote from the book Doctors as Patients, a book collating stories about doctors who also suffer from mental illness. This book was written and edited by my would-be father-in-law, Dr. Peter Jones. Mental illness need be no more of a taboo than a broken leg. That even we, as doctors, as intelligent, clever, resourceful professionals, are heir to human frailty and illness like everybody else. Patients can be doctors, and doctors can be patients. If you need help, there is always a place for you.